Frigate 776, belonging to the Mechanoid faction of Strategic Riot Control Mech Juliet. This thing's gonna crash on our world in this episode, and our base gets pushed to its limits and we're forced to eventually abandon it. This episode is part 4 of an ongoing series involving the new Mechanoids expansion. So we're starting this episode off with a caravan. 3 of our colonists, one is actually in mental breakdown. We sent them on a caravan east with a lot of goods that we had lying around the base that weren't really helping us much, and they were just increasing our wealth, which was increasing our raid size. We're gonna split up our caravan momentarily, and we're gonna send the only person that's actually in a good mood, Wonkus, in there, and we're gonna pick up all these charged Mechanoid power cells. I believe the storyteller gave those to us after we defeated a raid. I don't know why they gave them to us in that colony, but we're gonna abandon it as it's just increasing lag on our map. Owning 2 colonies just makes the game lag more. That caravan is now gonna head northeast towards Roulette Wick, and there's a really nice power armor there that could make Doomguy quite the beast if we could pick that up. Alright, our caravan made it up to Roulette Wick, and do they have the recon power armor? They do. It's only going to cost us 3,000, which is not bad. Our negotiator is giving us a pretty good price, and we should easily be able to afford that. So we got a bunch of human meat. One of our mods is allowing us to butcher raiders and no one cares, and I'm not sure I'm a fan of it, but we are playing on 500% threat scale, and if you guys saw the raid in my last episode, it was pretty massive. And yeah, we got 1,000 human leather from just butchering up pretty much everyone that's been raiding us so far. That stuff fetches a pretty good price at almost $3 a pop, so that right there is going to be enough for the recon armor. And we actually have a lot of extra stuff left over that we can use to trade with, and like we might be able to pick up this shock trooper armor helmet. It's a good quality one, and it lowers mental break threshold by 25% and somehow increases movement speed while also providing a good amount of protection to the head. Yeah, we're definitely gonna want to pick that thing up. These Mechanoid power cells are actually not giving us as much money as I thought. We might not be able to afford the helmet. After selling off pretty much everything, we were able to barely afford the helmet. That was almost perfect. And now our caravan is going to head over to this abandoned broadcasting station, which is a part of the new Mechanoids mod, I believe. And it's guaranteed to contain some still functioning supercomputer units. We got a couple quests. This one, EMI Field for Pay, I don't think we're going to do. They want to shut down our electrical devices for 4.5 days, and the Masterwork revolver would be kind of nice, I guess. But it's just a revolver, and yeah, I don't want to not have electrical devices for 4.5 days. That would shut down our recycler, which is currently turning all of this clothing into cloth. Very slowly, might I add, but we don't want to stop that process. We also have this one that's going to expire in 1 hour, where these guys are seeking a place to land, and they're going to get attacked by something. We're going to accept it for the honor, and we're just going to make Doomguy be our sidecaster, I guess. Oh, and this is actually really nice. They're getting pursued by siegers. Well, a little bit more than we'd like, but being that they're siegers, they're gonna have a lot of steel with them. It's kind of weird that they're being pursued by siegers. Usually they're pursued by a raid, and the raid will just go straight for the crash ship. And actually, I don't think these raiders are even affiliated with the event we just got, which means that we're gonna get some more raiders in a second here. Because yeah, it's been a couple days since we got raided, and we get raided every few days. I think we were due for a raid here, and we're aiming just kind of right in the middle on this tree, I guess. I think we should hit something, hopefully. It wouldn't be too bad if we like hit these shells and they blew up. Or, okay, that was a really good shot. Right on, I don't know what type of shells those were, but yeah, we hit a ton of these guys, and they're now assaulting us. So the way raids work in this game is, since our base is walled in, I believe they're gonna go for the next closest thing, which is this crash ship up here. And that might not be a good thing for us, because we have to protect them, and I don't know if we're gonna be able to. We do have a... Okay, here we go. Yep, the raid is here now, which this is not the best, I think. I don't think we're going to be able to do this quest. I think we're going to fail it for sure. Ooh, and Doomguy got hit already. We're going to pop some smoke right on top of these guys. I don't know what's with the smoke pop thing. Like, I had to click it like 30 times and it finally popped. We have no cover here though, aside from the smoke, and this guy's throwing a grenade. Yeah, I think we're out of here. Doomguy, just don't get hit too badly, please. And he got hit. Yeah, we're running. This quest has failed. They came from the opposite sides too, which was unlucky. So, who does have a... Is that a plasma saw I see? Oh yeah, this guy's got a plasma saw. It's an excellent one too. If she gets knocked out, I think she'll drop that and we can pick that plasma saw up. That'd be amazing. That'd be worth failing the quest. I don't know what to do with Doomguy. I think we just have him not get shot at by that person. We're gonna have him just use the sniper rifle. We put the anti-material rifle on our caravan, so we're kind of lacking in firepower here a little bit. Oh, and yep, I'm seeing the plasma saw on the ground. The problem though is, okay, I thought that was a grenade. This plasma saw could die to some AoE explosives, and like this explosive ammo might blow up. There's fire that might spread to it. So we gotta make sure that we can get over here and retrieve this plasma saw before it burns up or something. And okay, so the subjects from Bindler are fleeing, and very nice kill on that dude. The other guys are not though. So I don't know how many more of these guys we're gonna have to kill. Like a few of them did die, of course, but we might have to kill more than Doom Guy can. And crap, they're setting fire to our base, but it's fine. We got Doom Guy with a pretty good position over here, and this person just has a bow, so that should be fine. And they're running, so that's perfect. I don't even think we're gonna try to pursue them. I think we're just gonna have Doom Guy just heal himself up right here. He does have some medicine on him because he's our medic, so yeah, this will be perfect. He can heal up his wounds, and then hopefully we can make it over to that plasma saw before it burns. Holy cow, who's shooting him? Nope. Do not hit him. Okay, thank you. And all right, it looks like we're gonna be able to make it over here in time. We just picked up an amazing melee weapon, an excellent plasma saw, which does 25 melee DPS. I think the normal one only does 20. We were using the normal one in the last series, and yeah, this thing's amazing. It's got a 3K market value though. It's a lot of wealth that's gonna be added to our base, and yeah, it's on fire now. We got over here just in time. It actually started burning at like a 3 HP rate per second, it seemed like. There are some people that are knocked out here. We got 2 raiders on top of each other, and neither of them seem super amazing. There's also this Empire person that we were supposed to save from the quest. We could rescue her. I think we're just gonna do that, and we're gonna let the rest of these things and people burn. Maybe we'll grab the components too. A little more than half a day later, our caravan made it to the abandoned broadcasting station, and it's not that heavily guarded, at least from what I can see. There's only 3 dudes, and we do have a psychic pacifier if any of them are any good, which it's not looking like they are. Oh, and actually there were some people inside the broadcasting station. There's quite a few of these guys. Okay, and this female actually has Aphrodite's Grace, but she has weak constitution, which lowers her muty gain speed. And this god trait, Aphrodite's Grace, is mainly focused around being good at social, and she does not like to do social. She has a minor version to it. I think anyone that has a weak constitution, for the most part, we would not want anyways, because if they get sick, then they're probably gonna die. Unless we use like Glitter World on them and we give them really good 10s. But yeah, anyone that has a god trait has their market value increased by 3 times. So if they do have a god trait, it's gotta be working with everything else they got. But yeah, there's a lot of dudes here. They don't have range weapons though. They're all melee. And actually we didn't bring along that much extra ammo. Like we have, I think, 100 between both of our guns. We're just gonna go in there and start firing at them. I don't really care too much. Okay, of course we hit the freaking guinea pig or whatever the heck that thing is. How are we not hitting this guy? These guys have like 10 shooting. Like their shooting's not that bad. I guess running gun does lower shooting. There we go. We killed the first person. Koulo does actually have a tomahawk throwing weapon of some sort, and we killed. There we go. We're finally dialing in, and this guy should be going down soon. Or we're forgetting that we learned how to shoot just now. Oh, we knocked this dude out. Yeah, the dude is not that good. We don't really care about capturing that guy. Let's see if these guys are gonna want to make it to our animals and get some Thrumbo. The Thrumbo is actually really scared. I want to tame up the animals. So Flingabob run. I want to tame these guys up so they will actually help us fight. Like they will fight, but yeah, okay, we won. We could try to knock out Emin. We probably should have tried to knock her out earlier because she would have sold as a slave for a pretty good price. But yeah, I don't think it's even worth it to drag Rogue Keller along. We're not even gonna strip him either. His gear is like 20% durability. It's gonna sell for literally nothing. And now the magic moment. What is inside this abandoned broadcasting station? Holy cow, that's a lot of stuff. A multi-analyzer. Can we, oh, we can grab this and bring it with us. That's pretty huge. Can we grab the comms console? We actually don't need to. We already built one. A long-range middle, oh, we can't grab that though, unfortunately. And they have some supercomputers that unfortunately we cannot grab as well. We can grab the shelves though. There's steel shelves too. This whole thing is actually steel. Anything that we can't bring with us, like we'll grab the multi-analyzer, but everything else we're just going to deconstruct for steel, I think. Unfortunately, all of our colonists that are here have terrible construction skill, so this is going to take a while. We'll have Flingabob, our best builder here, with his 3 construction. We'll have him deconstruct the supercomputers, and hopefully they'll give us something good. One would think, right? I mean, it's a supercomputer. The auto doors also give a ton of steel in one component, which is nice. Oh, and someone just had a roof collapse on their head. It didn't actually hit anyone in the head though, and yeah, I gotta remember to not deconstruct all of these walls. Deconstructing the comms console gave us 90 steel, 3 components, very nice. And the supercomputer is gonna give us, whoa, a Mechanoid component has a market value of 350, and this thing is for very advanced processors and nano calculators most often used in the creation of Mechanoid tech on RimWorld Mechanoid swarm foundries. Also dropped 2 advanced components, 1 component, and 15 plasteel, nothing too crazy overall. We mainly just need steel right now. I don't really care too much about the other stuff. And yeah, after deconstructing this other supercomputer, which I'm guessing it's gonna give us the same thing, we're gonna get the heck out of here. Deconstructing that one actually gave us 2 Mechanoid components, so I guess it can be 1 or 2. If we had somebody with higher construction, we might have even got more. And already we were able to reform Caravan instantly, and we're now gonna just hit up Shark's Village, a settler colony, and we're gonna see if these guys got anything to trade. Alrighty, we made it over there, and do they have anything good? Of course, they have a psychic animal tamer. Oh wait, we need that to tame that legendary wolf thingy. Okay, yeah, we're gonna pick that up for sure. Do we have enough stuff to be able to afford it though? Like, we could sell off these components, advanced components, Mechanoid components. That's gonna be enough right there. We also have some other random stuff. Let's see if we can solve like these nightmare dragon scales. We don't really need plasteel right now. I'd rather have components than plasteel because I don't feel like we need plasteel for anything around base. We got some clubs down here, a tomahawk, a bow, some beef, fish. We don't really have to sell off any of the plasteel, I guess, if we didn't want to. Oh, and then we got some urns too. I just grabbed these from that broadcasting station. So as our caravan was heading back home, we got sieged again by the mechadroids, and they're not really sieging. They're just gonna attack. They did deliver us some more steel, some meals, and some shells though, which is very nice of them. I'm not really sure about this faction mod at this point because yeah, it's kind of a pretty big deal when they're just giving you free stuff and they're not actually sieging. It's kind of a pretty big oversight, I would say. But maybe they're just really friendly siegers. So I don't know, maybe we can look at it like that. It's really annoying to remove a mod mid-game though, as well. And I do like this Mechadroid faction. Oh, and they can open that door, that's nice. I never claimed that door apparently. But yeah, they're gonna chase us into this choke point where we got our Archimut and Doom guy ready to fight. We got a pretty good defensive position here. Our Archimud is very tanky, and if we knock out at least half of them, I think they should run. And by the way, Polite is actually really good. He's got 14 animals, and he's got decent shooting in melee. He's also got mutation affinity. We could turn him into something that's not human. We are going to use our Psychic Shock Lance on him. Oh crap, he's almost going to go down here. We've hit him a bunch. And here we go, Psychic Shock Lance. Oh wait. We didn't even need to use it. As I was casting the Psychic Shock Lance, he went down, and we got really lucky that we didn't kill him there. I don't think we want any of these other mechadroids. Like, I was looking over their stats, none of them seem all that amazing. Like, Furious can fight pretty well, but he's really useless around base. We also don't really need Jubilant stats, and Fearful as well kind of sucks. So yeah, we're just gonna actually try to kill or knock out the rest of these guys. One guy got hit. And he got hit again. It's not getting hit that bad though, and our mutt is fleeing. It's not a good dog. We're gonna have you come back in. I just made a new area for him. Is he gonna... Okay, this guy is getting way too close. We're gonna have to pull out the plasma saw, which is gonna be terrible against these guys, I think. Because it has no armor pen. These guys have some armor. And it doesn't also burn them, because mechs won't burn. Okay, very nice. We killed one of them, and we should just let this guy run, because we don't want Doom Guy to get any more banged up than he already is. Let's just pull back, I think. Or, I don't know, we can't. We just gotta fight him, and we're just gonna have our mutt help out. Come on, Archimut. Okay, we ended up killing him. We could actually run down Furious. He's really injured for some extra stuff. Doom Guy is also really banged up. This guy has an SMG, so let's stay outside of his range. And let's also capture Polite. We'll have Hoshi do that. And yeah, we'll have Doom Guy just start sniping at this guy. We should be able to take him out. He's not moving very fast. And Doom Guy isn't bleeding that bad, by the way. He's got a bunch of injuries, but only 2 of them are bleeding. So I'm not too worried about him. And very nice, we killed that dude. So after we get raided or sieged every few days, the storyteller then sends us a positive event. We got some goats this time, 3 males, so unfortunately we can't milk them. And we're probably just gonna use them as a distraction when we get raided next. Meanwhile, on the road, our caravan made it to the Fenrir hunt, and I found out that the animal tamer actually can fail. I then loaded a save before we entered the Fenrir hunt. My justification for this is, had I known the psychic animal tamer can fail, which I've used this thing like, I wanna say at least 7 times and it's never failed before. Had I known that it can fail though, I would have waited till the last possible moment to go into the Fenrir hunt. I loaded a save right before we entered the Fenrir hunt, and what we're gonna do is destroy the psychic animal tamer, and we're gonna go look for another one. We still got 17 more days. And in this next 17 days, we're going to look for as many psychic animal tamers as we can find, so that just in case we do somehow get really unlucky and it does fail again, we will have another chance of taming it. And on a side note, if we do enter the Fenrir hunt and we leave, we fail the quest. So yeah, we're going to want to wait till the very last moment. We're going to have our caravan hit up this tribal colony, and they might actually have it. Our caravan won't be able to afford it, but at least we'll be able to find out if they got one or not. About 11 hours later, we finally got visited by a bulk goods trader, and these guys will buy all of our cloth. We don't have that much, 600, but there's plenty more where that came from. We still got a lot more stuff to recycle. We got a bunch of human leather, and these guys have a ton of steel, 591. We're going to buy all that steel. That's going to be most of the money that we would have gotten from the cloth and the human leather. And actually with the rest of our money, let's buy as much medicine as we can. 15 medicine will be really nice. We're getting kind of low on glitter world and regular medicine. With that steel, we're now going to be able to build factory flooring for our auto loom, and that's going to be able to turn cloth into clothing. And wow, the Thrumkin colony actually does have a psychic animal tamer. Yeah, I was thinking they might. They usually don't have anything good. Like, as you can see, they have no high tier stuff, but yeah, they do sometimes have some nice psychic stuff. They also have a couple prisoners as well. Is Kiwi any good? She is a Thrumkin. She's decent at planting. We already have someone that can plant though, so I don't think we want her. How about Vo? Vo does not seem to have anything we really need, so yeah, no thanks to Vo either. But yeah, that is really good news that they have that psychic animal tamer. We hopefully will be able to go back home with our caravan and then grab enough stuff to be able to come back here and sell it off for the animal tamer. Alrighty, here comes our raid. I'm actually so scared because we just got an achievement for having 100k wealth. We sent everyone back to base, which I don't know if it was a good idea, and we're about to find out. Please just... Okay, well that's a lot of really low tier dudes, thankfully. They don't have any guns or any rocket launchers or anything. I was expecting something crazy. Don't get me wrong, it's a lot of dudes, but their weapons are lacking. Wait, what? Okay, so I was about to have Doom Guy inject some Go Juice just because I felt like we were going to need it for this raid, and I guess we might not because apparently this raid went wrong, and I guess this meteor hit, like, I don't know how many dudes are dead right now, but a lot of these guys are dead or knocked out. Or I guess no one's knocked out. These people are all wounded though. One thing I did forget about that's going to make this raid probably really easy is we do have some Mechadroid guests here, and they're going to definitely help out, I think. I don't know if we want to have them join us, and we had our Thrumbos just kind of chill out here in the open. And Quakes is not in a great spot. I think we're gonna have her just kite with Doom Guy, and we're gonna have Doom Guy protect her. And what are these guys doing? They're heading right into our base. We got Wonkus in here who can just pull out the shotgun, and these guys are getting on Quakes and Doom Guy. This is not the most fun battle to micro, I will say. And why are our guests not fighting either? Maybe our guest faction is not at war with this medieval faction. That would make sense actually, because yeah, they don't seem to really care too much about fighting these guys. So yeah, this is actually gonna be a bit more difficult than I originally had thought. I should have given Quakes a better weapon. This is not a good position to be in for that sniper. We did kill the people pursuing Quakes and Doom Guy though, and walks up here, hopefully holding the line. Our Thrumbos are tanking a lot of damage. There's a lot of stuff to micro here, so it's really kind of not the easiest to... Okay, there we go. They're fleeing, actually. It looks like our Thrumbos did a lot of work. This one's actually not even injured. Thrumbo 2 is actually bleeding pretty bad. Apparently is in no immediate danger, even despite all those wounds. None of our colonists actually ended up taking any injuries, though, so that was really good. And yeah, we're just going to take out as many of these guys as we can, because we can skin them later, and we can obviously take their equipment as well. Okay, here we go. The first ship has landed. Strategic Riot Control Mech Hive Juliet sent a new ship to land on the planet, a small ship often used for ground recon operations. It has minimal defenses, and when destroyed, Mechanoid presence on the surface will be lowered. If it's left operational though, it will contribute to the size of Mechanoid attack parties, and it's going to slightly increase Mechanoid presence immediately, I guess. This is happening on day 32. So here's the frigate. It's about a day and a half ride from our colony, and we're not going to do anything about it yet, because it only slightly increases Mechanoid presence on the world. And if we do end up getting raided by Mechanoids, or we get any mech clusters, which we haven't gotten any yet, I'm thinking they're going to be pretty light in strength, and they might even be weaker than the raids we've been getting, just because there's only one mech ship on the map. So yeah, we're just going to ride it out and see what happens. We just got this construction achievement, construct and disassemble a total of 100 structures for 10 storyteller points, and this is going to bring us up to 155. So I want to go over all the achievements that we got so far. I will survive, have 7 colonists. We starved upon to death. I don't remember doing that. That one might have been bugged. We got raided for the first time. We obtained obtain 100 human meat. We killed 100 human legs in total, and we got this one when the meteor crashed on the raiders, meaning that if any humans die on the map, that counts towards the achievement. We don't actually have to kill them. 50 points for taming a thrumbo. That was a big one. We had a pawn go berserk. We had 5% average mood in the colony. I don't remember getting that one. That one might be bugged as well. We had a single pawn spend 24 hours total mental breaks. That's probably from Flingabob. That dude has been having mental breaks left and right. And then we survived a quadrant for 5 points, and then we amassed a colony wealth of 100,000. And as you guys can see, I still don't have the cheater achievement. I've not enabled the dev mode. And yeah, we're gonna now have this man in black join us. We're gonna really hope that they're good. And is Larry good? He is very diplomatic, so he's got a lot of negotiation ability with his, he's only got 6 social though. He does have 9 animals, but the robot we're about to recruit has higher than that. Oh, and I also forgot to mention Larry wants an impressive bedroom, so he's just probably gonna be having mental breakdowns because we're not gonna give him one, I don't think. And actually on second thought, you know what? I don't think we need Larry. He's already in minor break because he saw 3 corpses, I guess, and he's naked now. But even with just seeing the corpses, he was already in mental break. And we don't need an extra colonist around that's just gonna be having mental breakdowns all the time. Also, you may be noticing that Doomguy is operating on Lucas, and we just lost relations with their faction for us doing that. It was suggested to me by the comments section to do operations on some of these prisoners that kind of suck. Like this dude's got a artery blockage, and he's got injuries that are gonna make him kind of slow on a caravan. So it'd be more ideal to just harvest some of his body parts. Like this kidney will sell for 1,000. Well, it won't sell for that, but it has a market value of 1,000. Wow, I didn't even know that. So the reason the kidney's market value is 1,000 is because we're using this expanded prosthetics and organ engineering mod. It also raises the value of the lung to 1,500 and raises the value of the liver to 2K. While it does make sense that body parts on the black market it would sell for quite a bit, I feel it's just going to trivialize the game too much. So later on, I'm going to try to swap out this expanded prosthetics mod for a more hardcore one, and we'll get into that in a few minutes. We're going to do the same thing with Larry as we did with the other prisoner, and we're going to start removing his body parts for 3K XP actually. And this thrumbo needs to get out of here. It is consuming our packet survival meal, and it's just interfering with general operations here. I think it stepped on Larry a little bit there. Doomguy, stop trying to feed Larry. You're gonna actually kill him here. I don't know why he wants to feed him so bad. Seems pretty hellbent on feeding Larry before he removes all his body parts. Okay, please stop. When we're getting raided. All right, so here come the raiders. They're Vikings, and there's not that many of them because they do want to sapper into our base. We already killed one of them, very nice. And Moro, you may notice, has a power armor, which is weird because the rest of these guys are Vikings. Moro also has this god trait, Emotep's Wisdom. It's just that he doesn't have any passions for medical, and the dude's really old. He's 81, so I think we're gonna knock him out with our Psychic Shock Lance, just so his recon power armor doesn't end up becoming tainted. And okay, very nice, we knocked him out, and we did not give him brain damage. That's good because, well, assuming that we can actually, well, our goat 2 just died. Assuming that we can take these guys out fairly quickly though, we may be able to capture him. And very nice, that group of raiders is running. Now we got to deal with this other group. And yeah, you may be asking like, oh, why are they running so quickly? Well, when they send multiple groups of raiders, each group will decide to run at separate times. And very nice kill on that dude. Uni wants to tunnel into our base. We can't have that. Don't get too close to Uni though. And we killed Uni, very nice. The sawed-off shotguns didn't work, and goat 1 is dead, but that's all right. We don't care about the goats. They're just here to serve as a distraction. We also got this Fennec Fox in one of the events that we were given by the storyteller for completing a raid, and nice, we knocked out a dude. Bargson, he's no good. I looked over these guys' stats. No one else had god traits beside the old guy over here. We're just gonna capture him. And we took his recon armor. It's just a normal quality one. It's not as good as Doomguy's, which is hardened. His is like 7% more sharp protection. But yeah, this old dude only has 12 resist. He would fetch a huge slave price though, even though he's so old. I think we will end up selling him off as a slave, and then we're gonna stabilize up Bargson and we'll extract his body parts. So our caravan finally made it over to this tribal colony, and it's taken them quite a while because it's now wintertime, and since this area is pretty much cold enough to freeze, like 0 Celsius for this tile, 0 for this one, 1 for this tile. And actually you can see here, this tile that's minimum 1 Celsius has less movement difficulty than this tile that has 0 Celsius minimum temperature. And like we go over here, this one even has less, and its minimum temperature is 2 Celsius, minimum temperature 3 Celsius, lower movement difficulty. And yeah, as we get down here more, it doesn't actually get freezing, but unfortunately up here it does get freezing, -2 Celsius, -5. And yeah, at our base it does does get to be freezing, unfortunately, so all this road area is much harder to move in. Thankfully, this tribal colony still does have their psychic animal tamer, so we're gonna buy that. And the kidney, lung, and liver don't have as much market value. As you can see, the kidney only has a 300 market value, the lung only has 300, and the liver has 500. I think this is way more balanced, and also these body parts can go bad if you don't refrigerate them. I'm not sure how they even made it here, actually. Maybe they were frozen on the way here, and like they just carried them outside the caravan, because yeah, it's freezing temperature outside. I don't know. Either way, we're gonna sell them all these weapons that sell for basically nothing, and all of these ones as well. And we have a bunch of guns lying around. We have infinite guns lying around basically, but these are just the ones that we were able to pick up. And we picked up a bunch of clothing that was not tainted. We're just gonna sell all this off as well, and that's actually gonna be enough for the psychic animal tamer. We don't have to sell anything of value really, because we do still have quite a bit of stuff. I'm actually wondering if we could afford another psychic animal tamer. Oh yeah, we think we could for sure. Just the advanced components actually would probably be enough for a psychic animal tamer. So yeah, we're gonna have our caravan head over to this Mechadroid colony of Finmon, and they might have an animal tamer there or something good. It's gonna take them 1.9 days because yeah, most of the tiles on the way there are actually not snowed in and they won't become frozen, so the fact there's no road won't really matter as much. So we got visited by a bulk goods orbital trader, and we were able to buy out all their silver by selling them human leather, incendiary, and napalm shells, as I think high explosive are just better. In case maybe like an exotic goods trader comes by with a psychic animal tamer, we could buy that from them. Around 30 hours later, we end up getting another raid, this time by a black hive. All right, so here comes the insects, and I told one of our camels just to book it. And Doomguy has a Bloodlust Focus. I've never seen that before. It gives him +8 shooting accuracy and lowers his aiming time by a lot, I think. He's only got 28% aiming time. That's really cool. I think it's a part of the additional traits mod I have. But yeah, we had one of our camels just book it, and it is actually distracting some of these bugs. The main thing though is we're testing out a new defense setup we got here, and Doomguy actually is now gonna, okay, crap. We don't want Doomguy to be fighting in melee, although this thing's burning, so let's just keep killing it, I guess. That's fine. These insects do a lot of damage in melee though. Like it only bruised him, which was lucky, and crap, they're coming in. Oh, and I guess he dropped his shotgun. That was why he pulled that weapon out. But yeah, I set a new area for our thrumbos to go. I want them to be blocking better. And crap, Doomguy's not in a good position here. He's getting a bunch of toxic buildup. Well, not that much. And here come the mammoth worms. That's also not good. We need to kill this black spider really bad. Okay, finally went down. We need to kill this thing too. We need to get out so we can get out here and kite these mammoth worms away from our base. This thing just go down finally. Thank you. This is actually really good. The mammoth worm's chasing our camel. I did catch up to it though because I was not microing it very well, and the camel's probably dead. Yeah, this thing does so much damage. We got a couple camels that joined us from a event with the storyteller. The positive event we got was camels joining us, which isn't the most positive event, but yeah. We're doing work on these mammoth worms. Looks like we are gonna be okay here. We could actually just pull out the anti-materia rifle for these guys. It does 100% armor pen. Meanwhile, our caravan made it over to the Mechadroid colony, and do they have, oh, they have it! Another psychic animal tamer. Okay, that's amazing, and yeah, we can for sure afford it, right? We got the advanced components, and boom, we got it. They also have a elephant mutasyringe. That sounds like a really good mutasyringe that we could give to our robot. I'm not sure if you can actually give mutasyringes to robots, but I do want to test out to see if you can. We're gonna sell all these mechanoid parts, these components. Actually, maybe we won't sell that stuff. We'll just sell the leathers, and yeah, that's gonna be enough for the animal tamer and the mutasyringe. What the heck? What is this raid? We literally just got raided by, oh my god. We got raided on day 36.45. We're now getting raided on 37.06. It hasn't even been half a day. Doomguy hasn't even slept yet. Alrighty, well, here they come. Doomguy is still a bit injured, but he pounded down some go juice, so he should be good here. We're gonna have some of our animals just charge into them, because these guys do have Doomsday rocket launchers, and we're gonna use them as a distraction. And hopefully they'll wind up their Doomsday rocket launchers and shoot them at our animals. Yep, that's perfect. We ended up losing our dragon, and our camel's dead as well, but that's fine. I think they don't have any more ammo in their Doomsday rocket launchers. Maybe Cody has one, and these guys ended up killing one of their own, by the way, which is great. Hardyman's injured, and I think this guy died too, and then Koo's really injured. So good job to the animals. You will be remembered. You were not very useful to us. The only thing we really have left is our thrumbos. The dragon, like, it was useful for a time, but it just wasn't proving to be that useful anymore. Yeah, these guys are going to tunnel into our base now, which is great. It's not great, actually. That was just sarcasm. We got our 2 Thrumbos and our Archimut down here as well. I think we just send them inside, and Hardyman actually made it in. He's gonna, I don't know what he's gonna try to do. Hopefully not try to rescue the mech. He's actually just gonna try to destroy our beds. That's fine. And then Hoshi is actually gonna come in here and try to recruit the mech. If we can recruit the mech here, that'd be pretty clutch. It's just, there's like a 58% chance, and we failed 3 times, so like chances are we should be able to recruit the guy. And okay, they're throwing grenades. I pulled the animals back. This is actually good though. The grenade, oh my lord. They just fired a Doomsday rocket launcher. It hit the Thrumbo, but it didn't do that much damage to the Thrumbo actually. Well, it did a good amount of damage, just like its body. It did like 100 damage, but it's not even bleeding that bad. And our Thrumbo got burned as well, but it's not doing too bad. And please recruit the mech. Please finally recruit. That'd be so good if you could recruit the mech right now. I mean, we're doing okay. Like, we've already killed a few of them. And yeah, they're running. Okay, we don't even need to recruit the mech, I guess. I mean, it would be nice. Like, we've tried 3 times so far. This is the 3rd time, I think. And now we're gonna have Doom Guy just run inside. Don't even pursue. Just let them get away. And very nice, he finally joined us, yes. Okay, we needed that so bad. He's gonna be able to help us put out the fire too, which is nice, because yeah, this whole area is on fire right now. And the crazy thing about that whole fight is Doom Guy actually didn't end up getting injured. Oh, and then Street also has a LMG with a Shock Trooper armor helmet. It's a good quality one. We might want to knock her out. She's not that good though. And what we could just end up doing is, if we kill her, we could just give that helmet to Doom Guy and then give Doom Guy's helmet to someone else. So yeah, we're gonna have Doom Guy come out here and probably just plasma saw her down. I think that's the best way of taking care of a girl like this. And we killed her. That's right, though. After somehow defeating that raid, Igor blessed us with 2 of these KO melds, which are these scientific abominations that we actually can control, and they can haul stuff around our base. They just have 0 in all their skills, and I don't know if they can really fight. They can produce mutagenic milk, though, and we can actually do stuff with that later. Okay, so I do this thing every series where I just let our wealth get completely out of control. We're up to around 100k now, and that's not even factoring in the stuff that's on the caravan. What we're gonna do now is grab as much stuff as we can from the base, and we're gonna move to a new location. I don't like this location that much. It just doesn't feel all that defensible, and it doesn't feel like it's going to be a good long-term base. We also have those 2 psychic animal tamers, and at the start of the next episode, we're going to be taming the Fenrir, and we also got a random Thrumbo hunt, so we can use one of our other psychic animal tamers on another Thrumbo if we want to. Our robot also has 14 animals, so it can start training up our Thrumbos and that Fenrir once we tame it, and we can ride them in battle. And so after we find a new base location, we can train up our animals, and then we'll try to take out that crashed Mechanoid ship in the next episode. I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you then.